everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here is the nail look we're gonna get into today. Pink marble nails with some rhinestones and some gold pearls. I have to be honest, initially starting this nail set, I did try to go for more of a burgundy look, but mixing it with the white, it ended up coming out pink. So I am gonna try to do this again with like a darker, deeper red, or I'm just gonna shift over to emerald green so that it looks more like a fall set. However, I still love how it turned out. I'm going to be going in here with chiffon. My nude base is my go-to by the Gel Bottle Nail Polish Company. I'm going to do 2 coats of this over all of my nails.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
Once I have those 2 coats of chiffon cured for 30 seconds, I'm going to go in here with JB's thick top coat for my design to have my foil stick onto. This is a really thick top coat, so it's not going to move when I put on my foil and when I put on my rhinestones. I'm taking a brush here and tapping it onto my nail just where I want the foil. I do think that this is a very beginner friendly nail set because you get to work on multiple nails at the same time essentially, and it does not have to be perfect. Once I put this on, I'm not going to cure it. I'm going to go straight in with my gold foil and apply it right on top. Now that we are onto the gold foil, I am going to be taking some tweezers. It helps me grab the foil a lot better, and just placing it where I put that uncured JB thick top coat. It's going to go all over. This is a very messy process, but once you get it cleaned up, it's only going to stick to the areas where you put the top coat. I am going to be working on multiple nails at the same time just to make this go fairly quicker. I am using my finger to press down the foil into the gel, not too much as I don't want to get that gel onto my skin, but I am patting it down so that it's not sticking up once I go to cure it. If you have any foil sticking up, you'll definitely notice it when you go to put on your final top coat.
Chasing the dream, push it farther, better than you ever seen. Pedal to the metal, we going far. Foot on the gas, just getting started. Let's get it started. Pave the way, roads uncharted. No problem, we ain't solving. 1, 2, 3, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Come play with the big boys. Ain't no rest, we make noise. Love it when you see it so good that you can't avoid. Pedal to the metal, we going far. Going far. Foot on the gas, just getting started. Let's get it started. Pave the way, roads uncharted. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Are you ready? Here we go. Started. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it started.
It's in the way you walk, you're talking. I know you wanna say something, but you're stalling.
After curing for 60 seconds, I'm going to go in here with my shade by Beetles B246. As you can see when I put it on the palette, it is like a burgundy shade. So I was really confident thinking that this was going to turn out the way that I wanted it to. But you see me adding that Melody Susie white there for it to blend into, and then here comes the pink. So yep, we're going to use the airbrush. There is nothing in the airbrush. We're only going to use the air that comes out of it to blow the polish around the nail to get that marble look. I'm taking a liner brush here and I'm starting with the pink or burgundy, and I am just putting it where I want the marble to start. So I'm just laying it on the nail. I'm not doing any specific design at all. I'm just caking the product. I'm not gonna say caking because it's not gonna be that thick. So you don't want this to be too thick. So I don't mean caking, but I'm just layering the product on top of each other, the burgundy and then the white, so that when I go to blow it with the airbrush, it creates that beautiful marble design. You can do this on the palette if it's easier. You can create the marble design on the palette and then take a nail brush and put it directly onto your nail. But this was just easier for me, and I felt like I had more control over the marble design. So I'm going on every nail here, and like I said, not doing anything specifically, just placing the colors where I want them. I'm gonna go back in and add more burgundy where I want more burgundy, and adding more white where I want it to be brighter. I'm trying my best not to cover up the gold foil that I put there. I do want you to still see it underneath after I use the airbrush. So I'm kind of placing it around as to not cover up too much gold. But once I use the airbrush, you'll see how the colors move and how you can adjust the airbrush different directions and how you want the polish to blow. And like I said, this is a very beginner friendly nail design. So it does not have to be perfect. And it does look like a beautiful mess once you put it on the nail, and you can adjust it to your liking as you go on. This is gel nail polish, not regular polish that air dries. So if you mess up, you can wipe it off. You can take as much time as you need. The gel is not going to dry until you put it into the cure lamp. So you have plenty of time to play with the polishes in the airbrush and move things around as you wish.
Soundstripe. 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 Soundstripe.
Now that the design is looking how I want it to, I'm going to go in with some gold metal paint and do some accents throughout the nail, kind of giving the marble design more pop to it. It's gonna be like a cracky design almost. I am going to outline where I put the marble just so that it's separated from the nude base that I put on. It kind of gives it a bit more dimension when you do that. So I'm going to do that to every single nail. I'm not going to use too much metal paint as this is just for accents only to go throughout the nail. This is not necessarily a step that you need, as you do have the gold flakes that are popping through. This just gives it another level of dimension and more creativity to the nail design. This is my favorite part. I'm going to be going in with some rhinestones. I used like a dark pink and then a light pink rhinestone and then gold pearls. This is when I just embrace the fact that this is going to be a pink nail set instead of a burgundy nail set. But I do recommend getting rhinestones that match the color of the nail. It adds another level of creativity and dimension and it makes the color jump off the nail. So I definitely recommend getting colored rhinestones and not just having the gold pearls. I am using the JB top coat to apply the rhinestones. I love this. This is my go-to. I normally reach for the Macart rhinestone glue, but this has become my number one. Everything that I put down stays exactly where I put it. It's not runny. It doesn't cure too quickly, so I can, you know, flash cure it and then still move it just a tad bit if I don't like where it's at. I love, love, love this JB top coat and I definitely recommend it for sure. Now that both hands are all rhinestoned up, looking all pretty, I'm going to go in with the top coat by Evzanis. This is a rubber based top coat. This is a very thick top coat and I recommend thick top coats when you have rhinestones or any design such as charms that are popping off of the nail or lifting or coming up from the nail, as this sets them in and makes it to where there's another layer of coverage over the rhinestone itself. It's less likely to fall off and secures the design within the nail a lot better than just a normal top coat. So if you are someone who does a lot of rhinestone designs, charms, all of the sorts, I do recommend reaching for that rubber top coat instead of a regular top coat, as you have more protection there. Once you are finished, cure both hands for 120 seconds.
Subscribe.
And here is the final nail look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you love this design. As I said, you can do this with any color. I do recommend more deeper, darker tones for the fall to make it fit the season, but you can do this during any season. I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.